What's going on? And this is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s holiday. But does it really feel like a holiday? You ask yourself, what would Dr. King say about barbed wire fences a couple of days from inauguration? As his statue is placed out there in Washington, D.C., there is National Guard security on the town itself where he spoke. His speech in 1963 is virtually shut down, locked down. How would he feel? What would he say? What could it possibly say to enlighten when so much pain, a pandemic, continued police brutality, race system systematic institutionalized? What would he say? What would he feel? I often have to wonder, what would he feel? To have said we've come so far and yet had to go so far is like climbing a mountain and then feel that you're near there, and then you still got another upheaval. You still have a whole sky to climb. But the fall is hard and fast. What might he say? You know, if you're reflecting on a holiday and you're taking heed to what he says, you have to change within yourself. You have to change within your surroundings. It means wearing a mask, means respecting, and it means holding everybody accountable to standards. That's what you have to do. As a nation, you have to hold law enforcement, everybody, to accountability. People who are in position have to be held accountable. However, some don't think they do. And it's sidestepping and avoiding what he represented. But you do wonder, this is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day and holiday. Who's going to come off and say, hey, we got to change ourselves before we can change this world? And why have we allowed this to manifest? And do we want to have deja vu? Do we want history to repeat itself? What happened to the standards and the morality? What became of America? Because in the truest sense, it's got a big old Band-Aid on it. Is more divisive as ever been. And the privilege and entitlement has made it even sicker. You ask yourself, what do you want? What do you expect? Where can it go? Because you want it to get better. You've already seen what has been allowed it to show. How many more generations and places have to pay the price for the neglect? What would Dr. King say? It is not just his holiday today. It should be a reflection on every day to make changes. Because you have to think about the future as you lay here in the present. Or you will feel the pain and the wrath of the past, which wasn't that long ago. What would Dr. King say? So my thoughts and takes on Dr. King holiday and what he might say. How do you view America today? What would you like to see happen? Are you satisfied? Give me your thoughts and your takes. Please hit that subscribe. I do respond. And I do look forward to what people actually think. Because if you honor someone like Dr. King, you can't possibly tolerate what we're dealing with now on no sector. Nothing of it. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for one another, and it's important to lead by example, especially when you haven't had any leadership. I'm out.